It's snowing once again. Okay, so after reading your comments on my last video, I feel like there's a lot to talk about. Welcome to the Backyard Horse Girl. So yeah, I just rebranded this channel and I want to talk to you guys about what's happening moving forward. So I've got some things to do. And I'm going to take you guys with me as I do a few chores. So it might look chilly, but today is actually a pretty warm day. So one of the things I'm going to do is fill up the water trough because the spigot on the outside of our house is going to be not frozen. Check it out. Warm and fuzzy. Hi, Miss Sugar. All right, let's go do that. I have to say, this winter is a lot more like a normal Vermont winter that I grew up in. We're now, what day is today? I don't know what it is, like the 9th. We've had snow this whole month, and yeah, it's looking like we're gonna have a white Christmas. Here's Pippin. This is our new to us car, a little Prius we got for $1,000. This is actually the second Prius we got. We got a Prius earlier this year. Kid you not, we bought it for $100. It lasted us, I don't know how many months, but it earned its keep. Tend to have beater vehicles around here. All right, got my hose. Let's hook it up. Ugh. So very thankful for this because it can be pretty awful if I need water and it's frozen, because it means I have to go inside the bathroom, fill up the buckets, like a 5-gallon pail in the tub, carry it outside, downstairs, up the hill. It's just so much fun. So I much prefer not having that kind of fun. Jeez. Okay, that's gold. I don't know what that was. I think I slipped on a rock or something. Okay. There's nothing like snow melting down your back. It's great. Turn that on, and hopefully there's water coming out the other end. Great. Okay. It might be a kink. I'm hoping it's a kink. All right, nothing, which means I didn't drain it well enough, which means there's some ice inside. It's not going to be a lot because I did really make an effort to drain it. Basically, that means scratch that. I'm going to bring this hose in that bucket, bring it inside to thaw out. Yay. Ow, my hands are not going to get that. All right, inside we go. By the time I finish this video, hopefully it will be ready to use. I can feel it actually right here. This is a significant portion that's frozen. So yeah, I want to talk to you guys about, wow, first of all, I really took the time to read through the comments on my last video. I don't know, I just felt super thankful. Just the encouragement, ideas, people who related to what I was saying and had been through similar experiences. I just really appreciate that. Pippin's coming. Pippin the kitten. Hi, baby. Here he is. He is such a mama's boy. Hi, baby. Oh. Yeah, so again, I probably spent a couple hours just going through reading comments. Thank you guys. My microphone. Let's put that back on. So the other microphone, I lost the magnet to the back of it in the snow. It's so dangerous, the snow this time of year. Let me just double check on that. Pippin, what are you doing? Oh, he's being wild. What are you doing, baby? I just love cats, guys. After having horses and seeing how expensive they are, I feel like cats are just such a great pet. And they just bring like so much entertainment and joy. You coming? He's feeling wild. All right, well, once again, set this up. This video is going just swell. Got my lens cleaned off here, sorry. Winter is just so hard. Man, this is just, Oh, good gravy. As I'm moving forward into the Backyard Horse Girl, somebody commented and just said that they love the name and it was super casual and fun. And like, that's exactly what I was going for, because moving forward, my life isn't glamorous. It's not a very exciting life, but it's real life, you know? Honestly, because of your encouragement, like I kid you not, your comments really meant a lot for me. So, you know, previously I felt like I didn't really have anything to talk about. And the message that I heard from you collectively was that I don't have to show up polished. Just be yourself and share your life, basically. For me, that's a huge relief. Honestly, I'm afraid of sharing something that's wrong or incorrect or inaccurate. That's like a big fear of mine. I feel like I've got to do all my research. I feel like I've got to fact check myself over and over and over and over again to make sure I don't accidentally share wrong information. Like, for me, that is something that I really strive for. But usually what happens in that process is I don't share at all. So because, and like, I kid you not, like the last, however long it's been since I've been consistently making content, I've been learning so much. I have so many interests, and I feel like this channel moving forward, I am going to be sharing my life, yes, but I think the journey that I'm trying to share is going to be a little different than it was. Like right now in this season where I'm at, I'm learning so much about horses' well-being and health. So in my last video, I shared some of like the physical struggles that I've been having. You know, people say that like you learn a lot about yourself with horses. And sometimes I think that like, I feel like such a blockhead because a lot of these things I've been struggling with, I feel like I've never acknowledged. I think I took pride in pushing myself through pain or discomfort. Or if I had pain, my attitude towards it would be like, well, it's not enough to stop me. Like, I'll still do the thing. Rather than taking a step back. Yeah, I just kind of took pride in being tough. But I'm discovering how an interest of mine is like, okay, well, I'm learning about equine body work. But at the same time, I'm learning about things that will help my own body moving forward. And so I've been learning a lot about the body anatomy. Anatomy is like not something that was unfamiliar in my past career. Fascia isn't a huge interest of mine right now. When I was in college, I remember, and I feel like I shouldn't call that too long ago, but when I was in college, I remember doing dissections. We were dissecting a cat. You'd done all your prep work beforehand, studying the organs and the systems. But I remember all of us collectively as students, when we opened our cats, we saw this white stuff covering the organs, covering the muscles. And we were all like, what is this? It was fascia. But like, that wasn't spoken about in the textbooks. Now I feel like that's something that there's more and more awareness on its role. So fascia, permission to move forward without being an expert in cases, your organs, your muscles, nerve endings. And it's like almost like a spider web, little fibers, they slide together. And sometimes when you get adhesions, it gets like stuck. There's like demonstrations. So you can look this up. Maybe I'll find a couple links, but with fascia, say the fibers aren't sliding together, so you get bound up. Suddenly there's like restrictions because there's an adhesion. Fibers aren't sliding over each other, separating. It's crazy stuff. That's like a huge interest of mine. So that's getting into like more body work stuff, and I'm interested for my own purposes. Also, I think I'm going to share a story of this in an upcoming video. At my bodywork training that I went to, I had a somatic release, which I've only ever heard, like I've heard of that happening. Basically, I just started like bawling. To be honest, it was really scary because it was something that was completely uncontrolled, and that freaked me out. But it was basically a wake-up call for me that, oh wow, like my body has a lot of built up tension. I just start considering the nervous system. That's been a huge study with Sparrow and learning about trauma. If you've ever read the book, The Body Keeps the Score, it's a really good book. I started getting into that a couple of years ago, learning more about Sparrow, because trauma it's not so much a memory of like, oh, this is a bad experience, but it's an experience where you felt completely out of control and your nervous system was overwhelmed. Now your body interpret the world and experiences differently as a result of that trauma. The kittens are coming out. Hi, babies. But anyway, there's been so much like health and wellness related stuff that I am diving into, and it's not just for the horses, it's for me. Anyway, sorry, this is a very unorganized video, but all of these things relate. The nervous system, trauma, past injuries, experience, posture, like all of these things, they all connect. The hoof care I'm learning about. It's just so interconnected. So I think maybe you're going to be seeing a lot more of these. And these are things like I am by no means an expert. And I think I'm scared to talk about some of these things that I'm learning because, again, I'm scared of saying the wrong thing. I don't want to misinform people. I don't know. It's hard. But these are things I find fascinating. I would love to talk about. And I think, maybe it's something that is helpful for someone, like sharing different resources. It might be helpful to someone out there who maybe just hasn't encountered a resource that could be like the missing thing. I don't know. Those are some of the things I'm like kind of thinking about talking about moving forward. But yeah, I've been like undercover studying. Not to mention Mustangs. I've been learning a lot more about Mustangs. I mean, getting ready to launch this upcoming channel. I just like the fear of saying the wrong thing and misinforming people is like something I really don't want to do. Just trying to make sure that what I say is accurate. I'm giving good information. It's really important to me. And at the same time, hearing what you guys said about like just share your journey, like as you're exploring these things. And, I think if I keep presenting myself as I'm not an expert, then I think maybe it is something that like I can just have a conversation with you guys about, and that would make it a lot easier. Okay, can I just say I love this hat. I just got this hat a few weeks ago, and I bought it because I'm a ball cap person, and it had a ball cap, and it was like a warm hat to cover my ears. I didn't really look at the ad, to be honest. I just like bought some random thing, and it had ponytail holes in 3 different like heights. This is not sponsored, by the way, but let me tell you what makes this hat so great. I have underappreciated how like the ponytail holes in the hat, how effective they are. It keeps my hair out of my heavy jacket. Normally when you wear a Carhartt, you've got buttons, zippers, or my other Carhartt has Velcro, and my hair just gets like caught up in that. Or if you're wearing a normal hat, like just a regular winter hat, you have to wear your ponytail low. Then you put a heavy jacket on, it gets kind of, it turns into an absolute disaster. It's awful, awful, awful. Velcro, this complete awful tangled mess. This prevents it all. This hat does it all. The visor, it keeps the snow out of my eyes right in this moment here, keeps my head warm, and it keeps my hair from getting tangled. It's great. I love it. I'm gonna have to buy another one. Anyway, I'm gonna hurry this up because my toes are cold. Hi, girly girls. I know you guys probably want to see more of these horses. They'll be in upcoming videos though. Hi, little ladybug. You're looking extra special. All right, I'm gonna go inside and check on the hose. Oh my gosh, I made hot chocolate I was gonna bring out and I forgot it. All right where I left it. So check out this horse. I went to a thrift shop today. I love thrift shopping. And this horse I found, I did pay more than I would like, but $60. But for the craftsmanship, the reason I bought it was, check out this horse's face. Does that look like a happy horse to you? Mouth gaping open. So this is not a happy horse, but the reason that I wanted it because kind of something to help teach with, because a lot of horse art, horses are depicted with very pained or anxious, stressed out faces, and that's normalized. I'm a little scared to use outside B-roll. So I'm like, I'll just get B-roll of my own, you know, using things like this. I thought for $60, like this was a beautiful piece of craftsmanship, but a poor portrayal of a horse. But there's some happy horses. All right. Hose. I think I'm gonna have to wait a bit. Speaking of artwork though, let me show you guys what I did on Thanksgiving. Here's my little wood burning. I haven't done that in like almost 3 years, so I'm trying to pick that up again with all my free time. But anyway, I'm going to work on my Mustang stuff for the new upcoming channel. Thank you guys sincerely for everything. What are you doing, monkey? This is Yoda. Oh, did you guys hear that? He's saying hi. Very cute. Can I give you the microphone? Can you say that in the microphone? Yoda, you're so cute.